3, 2, 1.
We are Hope Squad!
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm a junior.
My name is Lisa Ramirez and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Alexis and I'm a freshman.
My name is Joseph and I'm a senior.
My name is Sharon, I'm a senior.
Hi, my name is Claudio Villalobos and I'm part of the Hope Squad team.
What is the meaning of Hope Squad?
So Hope Squad is an organization here at Clark High School that deals with people that may be feeling like struggling with their mental health or with certain relationships, maybe between their family and their friends.
To me, the meaning of Hope Squad would be about community and reaching out to make sure the people within your community are all right.
Hope Squad is a program designed to help students within school by being a positive role model and friendly listener by giving them emotional support.
A lot of stuff is deeper than what it seems, and Hope Squad is one of those things where it's deeper than what it seems, you know? It's not just a club or, you know, some regular program, you know? It's something that's here at Clark and around the world that is supposed to help, you know, people like me, people like you that's watching this. That's what Hope Squad means.
Hope Squad is a place, like I said, where we can go to talk to anyone about our problems, and you can do the same.
Hope Squad nos provee ayuda para sobrepasar nuestros propios problemas, como también ayudarnos a encontrar otras maneras de convivir con otros estudiantes.
And Hope Squad provides you emotional support, a friendly listener. You can also have a friend, and it just gives me pride.
I've seen around my friends and around people at the school how common things like different types of depression or self-harm, suicidal thoughts, things like that, how common that can be.
People will just get really upset and overwhelmed about anything that could be going on with their home or at school. There could be an issue with the family, and that can lead to depression, which can lead to suicidal thoughts.
24 months that changed the world, and especially a new way of healing and finding help.
What are some answers to address that?
We need to train psychologists and therapists, and we have to think about how we train families as well, including parents, in how to identify concerning symptoms. We need to support peer support programs, which are also an important part of supporting kids.
Show of hands if you know someone that at some point has self-harmed.
Filling that gap here in Mason, Ohio, the Hope Squad.
Tons of people needed help during the pandemic.
It's our job to watch out for our peers and direct them to the help that they need.
Today they are role-playing on how to handle self-harming behavior when they spot it.
I just get really angry.
I'm here to listen to you. I'm here. Or we can both go to a counselor.
What we're finding is so many of our kids want to help. They hear more so than us through social media and texting and in ways that as teachers we don't see that.
One silver lining that has come is the amount of discussion and awareness that has happened.
When people know they're not alone, it really helps.
But a program now flourishing in schools is offering some hope.
Hope Squads create a culture which supports students who are struggling and gives everyone a voice.
We go into our classes and we talk about these things and we say, hey, are you struggling? What's going on? Here are some methods that you can use.
Munashe Tanjani is on the Hope Squad at Hillcrest High School in Midvale.
We strap hope to our bodies and we say we are advocates for hope and we are here for you and we see you. That can be the one thing that somebody needs to save their life, to change their life.
But Hope Squads also prioritize mental health and creating an environment of inclusivity in which all students feel valued and supported.
So that students, when they come here, they know that they're important, that they're seen, they're welcome, and that they're safe at our school.
Lisa Gardner, a counselor at Hillcrest, started the program there 7 years ago. Hope Squad members are trained to help fellow students or even family members when they're struggling. In class, they teach peers stress management, healthy living, and how to recognize when a person needs help or adult intervention.
We just want the students to be kind and helpful. And the more that we're able to be in the classroom and encourage our students to be this way, then hopefully we can ultimately have a culture in our school where all students feel welcomed and important.
Earlier this year, when rumors of trouble spread through the school,
I got so many messages of people like, hey, you're on the Hope Squad, right? There's this thing that I'm seeing around. Have you seen this? And they sent me the pictures, and then I went to my counselors.
nobody brushed off the warning signs, even though no trouble materialized.
It was beautiful to see that as an entire school, we banded together to solve the problem and figure out what was happening, as opposed to like ignoring it and then something terrible happening. Here for you.
Breaking down the stigma of asking for help.
And we can solve a lot of problems if we just talk to each other. Learning
lessons for life.
I've had Hope Squad students that have graduated, gone off to college, and have come back and said, I've utilized the information that I learned while being on Hope Squad.
For more information on Hope Squads, go to hopesquad.com.
What's up, kids? My name is Reed. I'm gonna give you all the information that you need. Hope Squad is a school suicide prevention group,
and we're writing this rap to keep you in the loop. Here at Hope Squad, you can come talk to us, just to talk, be chill, and discuss if there's a problem or you're feeling down. You can come talk to us, we're always around.
Sometimes our members wear a Hope Squad shirt or hoodie. A member could be in your class, yeah, they could be 30 different members across all grades. You can always reach out. Don't be afraid.
We're trained in what we do to help you, and we can always connect you with a professional too. My name is Evan, it's my hip hop beat. We hope we were able to bring the heat.
Okay, wait, let's get serious. Suicide is a really serious matter. There are people every day dying of this.
The point of Hope Squad is to try to prevent all of these deaths.
We try to help those who are feeling sad, lonely, depressed, and try to make it so that they stop feeling or thinking about ending their life. If you or you know someone that is having these thoughts of depression or even suicide, then there are hotline numbers that you can call to talk to.
The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is listed down below, and it's a 24/7 lifeline that can help you and give you advice either if you're struggling with suicidal thoughts or one of your friends is.
You need to know that if you or someone else is contemplating suicide, it really is urgent. Also, it's not a bad thing to go and talk to someone about it. I wish we could some way talk to some of the other Hope Squad members and see their opinion on Hope Squad.
You know, why don't we right now?
All right.
I enjoy doing Hope Squad because it allows me to help other people and it lets people know that there's someone out there to help them.
So the reason I joined Hope Squad is because I feel like losing a family member or a close friend of yours is not good, and I don't want anyone to ever have to suffer through that feeling, and that's why I joined Hope Squad.
I've looked at a lot of different programs, and Hope Squad always seemed to be the one that we come back to, because I feel like it's going to make the biggest difference. Especially with not only the students that are involved directly with Hope Squad, but the entire student body. So more than anything else, I think that I find hope in the future of building those relationships, and I can't wait to be involved in all of the Hope Squads.
Hey everyone, this is Connor Galloway, the Hope Squad sponsor for Rock Hill High School. As we begin the new school year, I wanted to share a few words for anyone who may be struggling and for those who are not. I think at some point in our lives, we all experience two types of days. Type 1, a day that we just wish could end. Type 2, a day that we wish could last forever. I've lived through so many Type 1 days where nothing seems to go right. Days where I've lost loved ones, days where the workload feels unbearable, days that I just wish would end. I've also lived through so many Type 2 days where it all seems to go right. Days where I've spent time with loved ones, days immersed in a new hobby, days that I wish could last forever. Life is not always easy though, and the contrast of these days is stronger perhaps nowhere else than when you're a high school student. Sometimes you can experience so many Type 1 days in a row that it becomes a Type 1 week, month, or even a Type 1 year. And when this happens, it can be really hard to remember the Type 2 days exist. You've lived them before, and you will live them again. Life is made up of moments. These moments carry emotions, and these emotions are like waves. You're going to live the waves as they come, and you're going to live the waves as they pass. and their ceaseless cycle of happiness and sadness, of excitement and disappointment, of this emotion and that emotion. And this ceaseless cycle is not a bad thing. It does mean that the joy you feel on type 2 days will end, and that can be tough. It also means the pain that you feel on type 1 days will end, and this brings hope. Reflect on the past and find hope in knowing that you made it through type 1 days in the lowest of lows. Dream about the future filled with type 2 days where your goals are accomplished and you're flying high. But life is happening right now. No moment lasts forever, no matter what emotion it carries with it. We know that it will pass, just like a wave. This school year, I want to encourage you to slow down and recognize the wave that you are in right now. Because in this wave, there is beauty, there is love, there is peace, there is hope. It's okay to not be okay. At some point in our lives, we all struggle. This school year, I want to encourage you to be intentional with the small type 2 moments that help us feel a little bit more okay. Make time to laugh with friends or watch a new show or try a new food. And on those type 1 days when it all seems a little bit harder, it'll be okay to curl up in bed or cry in your car. And it's okay to reach out to a friend and be honest about how you're feeling. No matter what your situation is and no matter what your emotions are, you never have to go through it alone. We've made it this far. It's going to be a good year. Keep going.
Something that I think is really important to keep in mind while you're in school is that some days you are going to have a bad day, but you just got to let that happen and understand what you're feeling. Don't try to change it or judge it.
All right. My biggest takeaway from Hope Squad and Rock Hill in high school is don't bottle up your emotions. Find someone to talk to if you're ever feeling down about a situation. Don't dwell in the past because you won't be able to know what's going on in the present.
My one advice is just for you guys to know that it's okay to ask for help and reach out if you really need it, especially if you're in a lot of extracurriculars and like a lot of hard classes. It might be hard to juggle and balance everything correctly. So just know that if you really do need help, it's okay to ask other people that you trust for help.
My one advice would be everyone wakes up in the morning with a choice on whether it can be a good day or a bad day. Sure, there's going to be bad things that happen in a day, but it's your choice whether you're going to focus on those negative things or the positive things in your day.
You need to appreciate like every moment you have, especially in like your underclassmen years, because like time goes by super fast, and like it's just like you'll like remember those moments and like be happy about it. And I think you just need to like appreciate everything that happens.
What is up, you guys? I am so happy and excited, as you can probably tell, to be joining you today at the Hope Squad National Conference. My name is Noah Cannon, and I was a member of the Hope Squad National Council last year. Ever since then, I've had the wonderful opportunity of continuing to work with Hope Squad to prevent suicide and share the same messages that you're sharing, the messages of mental health and hope with young people all around the world. Now, I'm really excited for you to hear from this group of young people who have created messages for you today. The Hope Squad National Council this year is the largest group of young people leading the program that we've ever had in the history of the Hope Squad. Now, all of them, as well as each one of their wonderful advisors, have worked very hard to create the messages that they're about to share with you today. And I know that if you pay attention and you listen the best that you can leave feeling encouraged, inspired, and also educated and informed on those tools that you need to help connect your peers who may be struggling with their mental health with the resources that are so vital and important in helping them make it through those difficult times. It's also very important, as a member of the Hope Squad, to make sure that you're practicing self-care in your own life. It can help you to become more resilient through the difficult things that you're still going to go through as a student, even as you serve as a member of the Hope Squad. I'm also excited today to hear from Jordan Lally and his band, The Big Infinite, who are going to share some music and also connect it to some lessons about mental health that we can apply in our own lives and also share with others so that they have just a little bit more hope. Now, Dr. Greg Hudnall and Kathy Bledsoe and others who worked to create the Hope Squad program and this wonderful tool that we have in bringing mental health to our communities, they saw a need. And it's a need that you can probably see and notice in your own school and in your own friends. There's a big problem and a big struggle, even a crisis going on with mental health these days. And with something that's as hard to go through as mental health struggles can sometimes be, sometimes folks can feel alone. They might feel unseen or unheard. And as a member of the Hope Squad, we have the opportunity to help with that. Sometimes when we're struggling with our mental health, we might feel like nobody knows what it's like to go through what we're experiencing. Even worse than that, we might feel like nobody cares enough to reach out and to help us. Now, Greg has created a program. We have the tools, we have the resources accessible to us, and the support system together with our advisors so that it doesn't have to be this way. Each of us can know that there's a hope and a brighter day tomorrow when we reach out and use the help from each other to make it through those hard times. But the real source of that hope is going to come from you. It's going to come from you being a friend. And with the people who you're close with, if you'll move just a little bit closer and let them know that you are there for them, to offer hope, to offer encouragement, and to be a listening ear for whatever struggles they might want to share with you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm so excited for this conference. I'm so excited for everything you're going to learn and hear. And I'm so excited for how you are going to change the world. Because you are Hope Squad.